Hi, welcome back to UK Tool Talk. Right, topical today, a bit topical because Makita have got a new battery coming out. The top of the range one, I haven't got one here at the moment, is well, this is a 5. So the next one up, the only bigger one you can get of this is the 6. So that's been out for a few years. So Makita are bringing out a 9 amp battery. So you might have seen like Tools and Stuff do a little video about him showing it. It's been shown in Brazil. It's a bit late to the game really, because I've got one. I've got one imported directly from Japan headquarters. Don't scroll in too much because it's could be quite dangerous. This is a prototype of the 9 amp battery. I've already got it. Don't go into anyway. So yes, yeah, it's not the real thing. Could you tell it's a fake? Look at my writing on the 9. Yeah, but this is pretty much what Makita are doing. They're taking a 6 amp battery and putting another row of cells, 3 more cells in the bottom of it. Now, anyone who's seen the pictures, it's I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. Will I be looking forward to buying one of these 9 amp batteries? God knows how much they are. I can't even think how much a 6 amp battery, a Makita 6 amp battery is at the moment. I think it's heading towards 90, maybe even 100 quid for a 6 amp. So imagine the 9 amp might be heading towards £150. So imagine you've got a tool like this, and then you're in a normal tradie. You haven't got any big equipment, mate. That's what. Honestly, the real one is bigger than that. Is bigger than that. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, yeah, I know what you're saying. You're going to say, John, these new 9 amp batteries and the 12 amp battery that's coming out as well at some point aren't for these little hand tools. The big batteries are for the big equipment. And yeah, okay, for chop saws, and then there's a few tools that have 2 18-volt batteries to make it a 36-volt tool. So maybe they're angling towards that, but I don't think they are. I think they're angling towards the gardening department, the lawn mowers and stuff like that. And I think the big batteries would be an advantage in them tools, maybe. But that's only like a bit of small, I think, in Makita's big arsenal, the gardening equipment. I think that's only a small part of it. And personally, I think mainly they just deal in drills and grinders, little stuff that tradies use day in, day out. Now, I've said it before in previous videos, Makita seems to be going bigger with more amp, which is good, but I think they should be going smaller. When I use this impact driver, I only have this little 2 amp battery on, and it's just brilliant, really light. So if I was Makita, instead of doing that, I'd put some maybe some 21700 cells in here. I know it'd bump it out a little bit, and I'd have the 21700 cells in that, and the small one and the big one. And yes, it would make it a little bit wider and a little bit more chunky, but if you had a 21700, I think you could bump that up to like a 4 amp or something nearly. The small one would be a 4 amp, and I think with the 21700 cells in there. Now I'm going to get mixed up here about getting the amps and the voltage all mixed up, but anyway, Makita should have put more technology into smaller batteries, lighter for the tradies. Yeah, so 21700 cells, people have been waiting. I kind of like thought they'd do it, put the 21700 cells in an LXT battery, but they're still sticking to the 18650s cells or whatever they're called. Some of the XGT batteries, they've got the 21700 cells. It's the 4 amp one. So LXT batteries, but probably wider by about that much, an inch maybe. Well, an inch on both sides. No, half an inch on both sides. Now, for most of the sort of smallest tools like drills and grinders and SDSs and stuff like that, I don't think there'll be a problem with it being a bit wider at the bottom. But there will be some other tools that if they did bring out this wider battery, they wouldn't go in. And Makita seems to want to keep everything so it fits on. You get bigger batteries, but not the width. So some of the batteries in some of the tools slot together in pairs, and some of the even single tools, I'll have to have a think about that. They can't be any wider because they just slot into something like a casing. So what about tabless cells? This is a tabless cell, and no word of a lie, if you're on the XGT system, and it's not very often, right, it's not very often that I kind of like really impressed by a Makita product these days. Well, apart from this, obviously, but battery wise, this is absolutely awesome. Now, I haven't used it that long, and you could say to me that I won't be able to tell the difference between this battery and a normal 4 or even a 5 or something. But honestly, using my SDS and my grinder and stuff like that, you can tell the difference, honestly. Even if I put my light on it, my XGT light, it just goes on forever. This battery, it should be the future tabless technology in a Makita battery. But no, for now, the only tabless Makita battery is this XGT battery, so I'll put that to one side. Right then, to recap, I'm probably looping over myself quite a lot, but the new Makita batteries that are going to come out in the next few months, I presume, do I think they're a good idea? No. No, I think they've gone in the wrong directions. I think they should have concentrated on the main sort of like tools that people use, little smaller tools. So I think they should have brought a 21700 cell, made them a little bit wider. Look at these bumper bits, already go over a little bit. And another thing, I'd love to see a Makita battery with a rubber bumper or a TPE overmolded bumper on it. Now this is the only Makita battery that ever had a rubber bumper on it. This is a now redundant 36 volt Makita platform, but you can't get them anymore. But look, Metabo, they've got red bumpers on them. Look very smart. So Metabo have done it, and also Milwaukee's got bumpers on their batteries. Come on, Makita. Batteries get dropped, they get bumped about. Makita, put bumpers on the batteries. So, yeah. I'm going to call it the new Makita 9-amp battery. I'm going to call it Rad or Rubbish. Rad or Rubbish. Well, you know I'm the ultimate UK Makita fanboy, but I'm going to call it a rubbish. It's a bad idea. No, that's not it, but I'm not going to bloody buy one. No, I don't think I am anyway. So anyway, unless Makita send me one, maybe. Likely that's never going to happen. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to stick to my normal LXT batteries, and they've been fine. I normally just use 5s and 6s. I've got a couple of 4s, but the 6s are fine. If I have to charge, I always have my charger with me, so it's absolutely. I've never had any problem thinking, oh, the batteries are discharging too quickly, or I'm always swapping them over. They do get a bit hot under sort of load, but no, LXT system, absolutely fantastic, and the XGT system is equally, in fact, fantastic if you need some more power and more sort of industrial tools. But before we go, my favourite platform is neither of these. This is my favourite drill, my little CXT Makita drill. Now this is 10.8. Well, it's not 10.8. Well, you can see there, it's actually 12. It's a 12 volt system, CXT. Now I've been trying to get hold. Makita have actually brought out a new battery. So what Makita have done is, this is a 2-amp battery. They've put 21700 cells in it, and they've made it into this. It's a little bit bigger than this, and it's wider, obviously, with the bigger cells. But you can get a 4-amp battery from Makita in their CXT range. But the problem is, I'd buy one tomorrow like that. But currently, you can get them in Japan. No one from Japan is exporting them. It's a bit of a hassle, sort of posting lithium batteries. It's all a bit, yeah. Anyway, so currently I can't get the new Makita CXT batteries. I'd buy 2 straight away. But hopefully one day they'll migrate to Europe, and then I might be able to buy one from Germany or whatever. It might come to the UK. The problem is CXT, it's like, I don't know, it's like, not a secret, but it's like, it is a little bit of a secret how good these 12 volt drills are, and just how handy and lightweight. Like I said, this lives in my toolbox. Anyway, waffle on, waffle off, as he said. Okay, that's my battery talk. I'll see you next week, hopefully, on UK Tool Talk.